the midst of darkness, light persists.
Is it possible to be a Muslim and an American? Are these things incompatible? Are they irreconcilable? There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Muslims doing it every day. We tend to ignore the fact that so many Muslims are American and Muslim.
This whole like Orange County thing that was recently happening, these people, like you got a bunch of white people talking about go home. It's like, you go home, dude. We got Native American Muslims in the mosque. You want to tell them to go home? That's real interesting. America is an immigrant. Unless you're a Native American, you're an immigrant here, you know what I mean? You know, people don't know that much about Islam, you know? And so it's not about, oh, we're not that, we're this. It's like, I'm sick of hearing that. I don't want to hear a Muslim say, we're not terrorists, we're not this. You know, it's not about that. It's about showing them what we are. And when you're benefiting people, and I go to the feed, you know, and like, I know those people, if somebody said a Muslim's a terrorist, they're going to say, you say what you want, but they feed me every week.
Muslims have definitely have a responsibility to our society wherever we find ourselves. If we find ourselves here in the United States living in certain communities, we have a responsibility to those communities. These are the circumstances that Allah Ta'ala, Almighty God, has placed us in, and we have a responsibility to try to improve those circumstances.
See all these people laying on the sidewalk, on the freeway, up and down. You're not the garbage can. America's too rich for that. And we should focus more on the human race instead of individual.
At the beginning of the Lighthouse project, there was a meeting not long after the entire masjid got going, and the idea of community involvement in projects that we should be involved with came up. Community feeding was one of the first ones. So on Saturday mornings they feed about 200, maybe 225 people every Saturday. A hot meal to go with the groceries that Sister Alice and her crew distribute. It's largely staffed by the Lighthouse volunteers. It's located in East Oakland. It's a very poverty-stricken area. It's bleak would be an understatement in some ways.
Been coming here for the past 3.5 years. Ever since he was born, this is a way that I'm able to feed my family, you know, because money does run out. So every weekend I'm able to come here and able to get all the food that, you know, it suffices for at least 2 weeks. This is a real blessing for us. Yes, I love Sister Alice. All the staff here are just, they're heaven sent. They really are. We have prayer with them, even though we have two different faiths.
Okay.
God is God. It doesn't matter. And it is so beautiful. They pray. They bring in community speakers. They're activists, you know, and they are here to help us.
There's various projects. We had a community cleanup going for a long while. We have an ongoing feeding program. There's a program right now, the Rosebuds program for young teenage Muslim girls. We take hikes together and we do a lot of different communal activities that involve everyone, the young and old, rich and poor, black and white, and in a spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. Ultimately, I think the Lighthouse Mosque, one of its missions is to promote the health of the individual. This is a part of Islam. We have a term, a concept called afia. Afia involves well-being. So it's physical health, it's spiritual health, it's emotional health. Afaq Allah, may Allah give you this state of well-being. And so this is what, through various programs, trying to work to create a healthy environment where people can grow up and not be affected by, for example, the diesel pollution that's such a big problem in West Oakland. So if we can begin to organize people, mobilize them to assist in addressing the many problems that exist, that can set a very strong example for people throughout this country in terms of how Muslims and non-Muslims can come together to work for positive change and positive upliftment in this society.
And everyone that's out there that has an open heart and an open hand, please help us. Because the people's need it. I don't need it, but they need it. But I need it for them. Inshallah. Islamic.
Lighthouse Mosque. People know that this is a place where Muslims congregate. And it's a place, hopefully, where light shines through.